What is up, my buttery biscuits? So in today's video, I have a my thoughts and opinions video for y'all. It has been a hot minute since I've done one of these. I just feel like there really hasn't been any like big exciting makeup collections coming out. I don't know if that's because of the pandemic, because I do know that people have been having a lot of production issues, as well as the ports were closed for a long period of time. So I don't know if things got like pushed back or like what's going on with that, or maybe just people are over making makeup. I don't really know, but there hasn't really been any like big exciting makeup collections. Even like with Jaclyn Hill's collection, as you guys will see within today's video, I feel like it's very like minor. I believe she only has 4 products within this collection, so it's still very small. And I just remember like back in the day, y'all, like summer collections used to be huge. Like look at Max, they used to have like 15 products, you know. And I know obviously with influencer brands it's going to be a little bit smaller because they're obviously considered an indie brand, but I don't know, things have just been kind of slow recently. And maybe that is because of the pandemic, or maybe people are uninspired to make makeup right now because obviously people are still wearing masks and stuff like that. So like a lot of people don't put on a lot of makeup obviously during the whole pandemic. But within today's video, we're going to be talking about Jaclyn Hill's summer collection, which for the life of me, tell me why, I don't know where I got this from. Maybe you guys can like educate me on this, but I could have sworn that this word was pronounced hot like for the longest time, but I guess it's hot. I literally even went over to Google because I was like, okay, I thought that this word was pronounced hot, just spelled hot. But then I remember seeing this commercial, and I saw this commercial so many times where it said, get the oat look. And y'all, I went over to Google and...
Oat.
Oat. Look, it sounds like oatmeal, right?
Oat. Oat.
I don't know. So anyways, her summer collection, I'm just call it the summer collection, honestly, Jaclyn Hill summer collection, because I get so confused with that word. I want to call it hot. And then obviously being that it's oat tropics collection, I just kind of feel like hot tropics collection would make sense, right? I don't know. Where in my mind did I get that this word was pronounced hot? I don't know. For the longest time, I thought it was pronounced hot. But according to Google, it's oat. And on top of that too, that commercial, I literally keep on saying that commercial over in my head, get the oat look, you know. Anyways, y'all, let me not ramble about nonsense. We're boring. As soon as I start rambling, then I get all over the place. We are going to be talking about Jaclyn Hill's summer collection. So if you guys are interested in that, if you guys have not seen a My Thoughts and Opinions video before, it's literally just makeup talk. It's not meant to be hurtful, negative in any type of way, kind of like my anti-hauls. It's literally just discussing the makeup and like kind of what I would buy and what I think about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. It's really not that deep. Before we get into it, I want to give a little disclaimer because I know people will be taking it really deep. But anyways, y'all, if you guys are interested in that, of course, go and keep on watching. If y'all are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that way you'll get notified when I upload a new video. Make sure I'll give this video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all. So starting this off, this is what the collection looks like right here. There is only 4 products coming to this summer collection, which I do feel like is kind of minor because if you guys remember back in the day with like Urban Decay, MAC Cosmetics, and I do understand that they are big mainstream brands, and I understand that like Jaclyn Hill is more of an indie brand, I just feel like it is still kind of minor, you know. And I do want to point out before we even get into the details of this collection, there is 2 highlighters in there, and I feel like her and her highlighters is just so repetitive, it's crazy. Like she has like within this collection a putty highlighter, a liquid highlighter, but then in her other collection she has a pressed highlighter, a loose highlighter. There is just so many highlighters. And before we even jump into this, I feel like she should just change her name, literally her brand name, from like Jaclyn Cosmetics to just Highlight Cosmetics, because there is just so many highlights, y'all. So within this collection, it is going to be a Morphe and Jaclyn Cosmetics exclusive, which is kind of like a trip because a lot of people are speculating that this looks like Morphe's components. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, okay, it obviously has been like almost 3 years since I've purchased from Morphe, or actually, you know what, 2 years, I don't really remember. It's been a long time since I purchased from Morphe, but I never purchased any of their like bronzers, highlighters, things like that. I only ever purchased their brushes and their eyeshadow palettes, and that is pretty much it. But a lot of people within the comment sections are saying, wow, this looks kind of like Morphe. But like I said, I really don't know because I don't follow Morphe and I just don't pay attention to them. But to me overall, I do have to keep it real. I feel like this looks very like blah, very kind of boring, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, y'all, so she's going to be coming out with 4 products. They're all going to be coming out on July 13th. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is actually something that I really do like. So she's going to be coming out with lip oils, and these lip oils are called the Pout Drip Hydrating Lip Oils. There is going to be 4 shades, and these are them right here. I love lip oils. I love lip glazes. One thing that I always wear, like y'all always ask me in all of my videos, I'm forever wearing this. I'm holding it backwards. The Nude Sticks lip glaze. I absolutely love this. This is in the shade Nude 06. Every single time I'm on live, I'm always putting it on. It feels so good on the lips. It gives just a tiny little bit of color, but then it just feels so like hydrating and non-sticky. It just feels bomb, you know? And I do feel like a lip glaze is pretty similar to a lip oil. However, the lip glaze are a little bit more thicker. Looking at hers though, okay? This is actually something that I would want to purchase, but first of all, let me just say, $20 to me is pretty pricey for a lip oil, so therefore, right off the bat, I do have to keep it real, like, I would not buy that because it's 20 bucks, but then on top of that, too, I feel like the shades are, like, blah, you know? The shades that she's coming out with, that she's coming out with just don't speak to me personally. They're not something that I really go for. This shade right here probably looks like really, really purple. However, I feel like it comes out on my lips because I do have really dark outer corner lip lines. It matches my lip color perfectly, so it just enhances it, and I absolutely love that. The colors that she's coming out with in her collection, I just feel like they're just not for me. Like that red and peachy. Yes, maybe I could probably use the clear. I feel like, to be honest with you, if I was going to purchase one, it would be the clear. And I am curious about her formula on this because I do love lip products. I don't know what it is. Like I've said this time and time again. I just love like you guys know what I really like. And look, I know that Too Faced is like canceled like every other brand out there, but I really, really do love the, what is it called? Like pillow hangover lip balm or something like that. I love those lip balms, but I never not buy them. Oh wait, hold on, I feel like I said that wrong. I don't ever buy them full price. Literally every single time I buy them, it's just when they have like a 30% off, or like honestly y'all, they be popping up at TJ Maxx these days, so that's when I'll buy it. I don't pay full price for it. Also another one that I really, really do like is the Huda Beauty lip balm. It's called the Silk Balm, but I get 40% off on that at Namie, so I don't really ever pay full price. So 20 bucks for this, I'm kind of like, nah, I don't really think so, but I do think that this is definitely a product that I would like because I do like my lips to have a nice shine to them and feel hydrated, you know, and this does look like that. But yeah, the colors are just not for me. Yeah, I don't know, maybe for you guys would have to let me know. You know what, maybe I'm thinking like the second color is probably something that I would get. Honestly, like now that I'm looking at the video a little bit more, I'm like, you know what, that second color in actually looks pretty, but not for $20. Like if I could get a discount on it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, which by the way leads me to, she's not going to be having this in Ulta. It's only Morphe and Jaclyn Cosmetics. That is it. So the next thing on the list right here, y'all, is just more highlighters. And y'all, watching her video, she was so excited about this because she is like, oh my gosh, this is like such a bomb formula. It is a putty highlighter. So these are actually called reflective light putty highlighters, and they are $29 each. This is the thing about me, and I've said it so many times in a lot of live videos. Everyone will be like, oh, what's your favorite highlighter? I just don't consider myself to be very much of a highlighter person. I do wear a highlight. You guys probably can't even like tell so much right now. Whenever I'm underneath these lights, you can't see my highlight that much. For some reason on the live videos you can, but I don't consider myself to be such a highlight person because honestly, y'all, if I have one that has a golden pink tone or just a golden tone or a silvery tone to it, then I'm set, and I don't really feel the need to have 500 highlighters. With this one specifically, I do want to say, seeing her swatch them, I 100% did look intrigued. They look extremely pigmented. They look very wet, and I do like that wet look. However, here is my problem. My experience with any type of putty product, it seems to dry up, cake up, separate, ruin your makeup. She does claim within her video that her formula does not do that, but I'm very curious to see if it will do that. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. If I wasn't trying to save money right now, I would probably do it just so that way I can do a review on it. However, every single putty product I have ever used, it just dries up and just like bunches up. I have tried several brands putty eyeshadows, and I feel like, oh my gosh, initially when you swatch them or initially when you put them on your eye, they look absolutely amazing. They are so shimmery, so wet looking, so reflective. But then like maybe like 30 minutes, an hour in, they start to crack and crumble. So this is why I'm like looking at this, and like, to be honest with you guys, like I would like to give it a go. I would like to say, you know what, I'm gonna do a review on this. But one thing, I don't really wear too many highlighters. Honestly, I like have my same 2 highlighters that I have had for years. I use them all the time. I'm sure you guys can't even see underneath this light, but I love a highlight that has a little bit of a pinkness to it. Y'all, back in the day, if you guys are familiar with MAC at all, I used to wear MAC Motif all the time. It's like a yellow based eyeshadow, but with like pink shimmer to it. Absolutely love that. That's similar to what I'm wearing right now. So yeah, I don't know. I never really felt the need to have so many highlighters. I feel like no matter what, they're all going to look the same on the skin. You get me? But these do look very pretty. And I am really, really intrigued to see if they don't dry up and cake up on the skin, because if you guys have used putty eyeshadows before, y'all know what I'm talking about. They just get so nasty on the skin. I don't know what it is, but anyways, moving on to the next product right here, and this is where I really wanted to talk about, because I said it time and time again. Okay, before we even get into this, I 100% understand when a smaller brand is not able to come out with like a massive shade range, because obviously they are on a much smaller budget. So if you guys did not know this, and I know a lot of people are very uneducated with this, when you are purchasing a product from a lab or a manufacturer, you have to purchase a minimum order of quantity, right? Some places have like 25,000, some places have 50,000, you know. So picture this: if you guys want to come out with 50 shades of something and they say, okay, the minimum order of quantity per shade is 50,000, you're going to buy a whole lot of stuff. So I do totally understand, before going into this, that it is difficult, obviously, but I just do want to say this: Jaclyn got the money, first of all. Second of all, she did say in her video that she is going to be coming out with more shades of these cream bronzers. So these ones right here are called the Sun-Kissed Cream Bronzers. As of right now, they are available in 5 shades, and they are $29. I do want to say, for a bronzer, I do feel like that is a very fair price. I don't know why it's the same price as the highlight. I just feel like with highlights, y'all, I feel like you can make them so cheap, because look at Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild is obviously such a perfect example of this. If you guys have not used a Wet n Wild highlight, they're like $3.50, and they are absolutely amazing. Like, y'all know I always say time and time again, if I'm going to go with a drugstore highlight, that is going to be my #1 all-time favorite. Absolutely love it. However, I know this is going to make me sound so disgusting, but the highlight that I pretty much wear in like every single video is from literally like 12 years ago, y'all. I bought it at the cosmetic company outlet. It's a MAC highlight called Perfect Topping. I've had it for so many years, like literally 12 years. It has lasted me that long because I just use like a little bit of it. You know, I like that glow from within type of look, you know. Anyways, these are the bronzers right here, and this is what I wanted to talk about, and the reason why I brought up the shade range, because I do totally understand. She did say that she is going to be coming out with more shades in her permanent line. They're going to be in a different packaging. This right here is in a limited edition packaging. But the swatches on the deeper skin, y'all, it's just a 100% no. Like, if you guys do makeup, if you guys have ever done makeup, or if you guys are deep skin as well, it's a no. It's a no. There is absolutely, like, none of those shades look good on the deep skin model in these images right here. It just does not look good whatsoever. And I really do think that within this, you know, first initial, like, this first initial launch of her coming out with cream bronzers, being that she is going to be coming out with them permanently, I think that she should have went in for a really, really deep shade. Obviously, like, I get it. It's probably difficult to make a very deep bronzer. However, look at Fenty. Fenty is literally such the perfect example of this. I say this time and time again. Her shade range when it comes to her bronzers, well, her whole line in general, is just absolutely amazing. And I feel like she could have took that route and literally just made 6. And I think her making one more shade would have meant all the difference. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if she just would have thrown in a super, super deep shade, it would have been extremely inclusive, and I don't think it would have cost her that much more money. So looking at this right here and looking at these swatches, to me, look, I know I'm probably going to sound rude saying this, but it's embarrassing. I feel like it's very embarrassing to show these swatches right here because they look gray. It looks ashy, and I know for a fact none of my deep skin friends would ever put this on their face. They just would not. They would look at this and laugh because it's going to look terrible. So that's why I'm like, if she just would have came out with like one extremely deep shade, I feel like that would have been really, really nice. Like I said, I'm going to keep on saying I totally understand that she does not have like MAC Cosmetics money and Urban Decay type of money. I get it. She's an indie brand, and I do understand that she is going to be coming out with more shades in her permanent line. What I'm saying is this is her like initial introduction towards these products within her brand, so it would have been nice to be inclusive right off the bat. That's all I'm saying, because looking at those, it's just like a no-go. But as for me, within my personal opinion, you guys know I do not like cream products, cream bronzers and stuff like that. I don't know why, for some reason I just never really vibe with them. For my skin, for me personally, I feel like I do get a little bit too oily and too sweaty throughout the day, so I find myself liking a powder bronzer a little bit more. On top of that too, you guys know, like, oh well, actually as of right now, I'm actually wearing the Jaclyn bronzer from her Cheek Duo collection. Absolutely love her formula. If you guys have not seen my video about it, you guys can check it out on my channel. I absolutely love the formula. It's so blurring, so beautiful. I love her bronzer because powder bronzer, because I feel like it adds a little bit more coverage, as to where I feel like a cream one, in my personal appearance, in my personal opinion, personal appearance, I feel like it does take away from my foundation. I just personally don't like it. I like a powder, but I do want to say the shades on the lighter model look pretty good, you know? And these are the swatches actually right here on herself. And you guys will see, the deepest shade looks deep right there, but obviously not on a deep skin model. So I would have liked to have seen one more in there. I really would have. Anyways, y'all, this is the last product right here. These are another highlighter, girl. Like, I'm just like, oh, aren't you tired of highlighters? And she said within her video, like, she's just like never ending on the hunt for like the perfect highlighter. And it's like, oh my gosh, girl, you got a loose highlighter, you got a pressed highlighter, you got a putty highlighter, you got a liquid highlighter. It's just so much. I'm like, okay, girl, like, we get it. Anyways, these highlights right here are called the liquid highlight, or wait, liquid highlights, beaming highlight. I don't, in my notes, y'all put beaming light. I think maybe it's called Beating Light. Sorry, I messed up my notes. They are $24 each, and they're available in 3 shades. I do want to say the deeper one obviously is very, very beautiful and will look beautiful on a deeper skin model. So kudos to her for getting that one right. The silvery one to me is just like a no-go. I do not like it. I feel like that is way too silvery. That looks kind of like an eyeshadow that I would wear on like New Year's, you know what I'm saying? Or if I was doing like a black, like silvery smoky eye, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't use that as a highlighter. I feel like it's just too disco ball-y for me. Overall, with her summer collection, to be honest with you, I know I'm gonna sound rude saying this, but I just gotta keep it real. It's my thoughts and opinions, right? I'm just very unimpressed, and I would like to see better products from her, especially being that she's been in the makeup industry for so long. She's been on YouTube for so long, so I kind of feel like I expect a little bit more from her. You know what I'm saying? And I have been waiting to purchase another product from her because y'all know I absolutely have raved about this bronzer. I love it so much. I just feel like it's like the perfect shade for me. It is actually blurring, and I just love it. Every single time I wear it, I get compliments on it. Her bronzer and the Huda Beauty Glowish bronzer have just been my recent go-to favorites. Literally thus far in 2021, I absolutely love them. So I'm kind of waiting for a product from Jaclyn to come out that I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna get it, because honestly, so far, like, that bronzer, I don't know, it left me with like a really good taste in my mouth, because I'm like, y'all, it's really, really good. If you guys have tried it, I know everyone has tried it, loves it, because I just feel like the formula is actually blurring, which is a trip to me. But anyways, y'all, another question that I wanted to ask you guys, and I mentioned this before, like, what do you guys think the holdup is for her on an eyeshadow? Like, I don't know. I kind of am thinking that maybe she signed some type of contract with Morphe that she can't come out with an eyeshadow palette from her own brand for X amount of years, because I just really felt like she would have came out with a eyeshadow palette by now. And I know I said that in my last video, but here we are again with another collection and not an eyeshadow palette. So I'm kind of like, I'm wondering what's the holdup with that. But anyways, y'all, that is my thoughts and opinions for her summer collection. Overall, if I had to just say what I feel about it in one word, I would say very lackluster. You know, I just feel like, it's just kind of blah, you know? If you guys like highlights, I mean, who by now does not have 50 highlights? You know, I don't know why you need more, but anyways, y'all, that's my thoughts and opinions on her summer collection. Let me know what you guys think about it, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.